Phil's Creepy Vids. Hey there, horror fans. It's your buddy Phil here. And I was tagged by Melissa and Jason over at Wine and Horror for my top 10 most disturbing movies ever list. If you haven't checked out Melissa and Jason's channel, Wine and Horror, go check it out. Make sure to subscribe to their channel. It's an excellent channel. They have a very nice collection. And they know two things, as the title says. They know their wine and they know their horror. So go check out their channel. But here is my top 10 list of my most disturbing movies ever. They are in a slight order. So number 10, we have The Suckling from 1990. He'll always be Mummy's little mutant. Quick synopsis: unconsenting girl is drugged, her baby aborted, and the fetus flushed down the toilet. The baby, exposed to toxic waste, regenerates and transforms into a very vengeful mutant. Using its umbilical cord as a deadly tentacle and its razor-sharp arms as claw-like weapons, the mutant begins to wreak absolute chaos. It transforms the house into a womb-like cocoon surrounded by an airtight mucous membrane from which there's no escape. So yeah, aborted fetus, toxic waste, turns into a mutant, kills pretty much everybody. So go check it out, 1990's The Suckling. And really sorry guys, trying to speed through this. So number 9, Bad Taste, Peter Jackson from 1987. And it's a pretty disturbing movie. There's the vomit scene where the aliens puke up vomit and have to eat each other's vomit. So it's pretty gross and disturbing. Really like this movie, actually. It's one of my favorites. I know Hobby was doing the sculpt on it. So yeah, check out Bad Taste, 1987. Peter Jackson plays about 3 roles in this movie, I think. So yeah, Bad Taste, number 9. Number 8, Cannibal Holocaust. It's an okay movie. The disturbing part for me in this one is all the animal abuse, because I hate that. They basically torture and kill living animals in this movie. Pretty disturbing. But yeah, it is from 1980, Cannibal Holocaust. Eli Roth kind of did a reimagining of it in The Green Inferno. You might be more familiar with that, but if you're watching my channel, you probably know all about Cannibal Holocaust. And what's that? Number 8. So number 7 is Schramm, and this is German by, I can never say his name, George Buttgereit. Schramm is the story of a deranged serial killer from the director of Necromantic. He's dying face down in a pool of his own blood. Beyond his closed eyes, fractured memories repeat themselves. He runs by the sea, lost under a whore. But yeah, pretty disturbing movie. There's like mutant vaginas. He nails his dick to a stool. Pretty sick stuff in this one. So go check out Schramm, and that is 1993. That leaves number 6. Number 6, we have Martyrs. This is the original, not the remake. This is 2008. France, beginning in the 1970s. Lucy, a 10-year-old child who was disappeared a few months earlier, is found wandering about the road. Her ill-treated body doesn't show any trace of sexual abuse. The reason behind her kidnapping are still mysterious. Shell-shocked, incapable of speech, she is placed into a hospital where she makes friends with Anna, a young girl at her age. 15 years later, doorbell rings. The father of an ordinary family opens the door and finds himself facing Lucy, armed with a rifle. Convinced she has found her torturers, she shoots. So this movie is very disturbing. Watch it. It's a great flick. If you haven't seen it, that is 2008's Martyrs. Number 5 by George Buttgreat again. This is Necromantic from 1987. The title says it all. It's about a couple who have an obsession with having sex with dead corpses. And you can see some of those on the back. Pretty disturbing. So Necromantic, my number 5 pick, 1987. Go watch it if you're into that kind of thing. Number 4 is Necromantic 2. It was put out in 1991. Same director, George Buttgreat. And more of the same with this one. So, sex with dead people. And yeah, sex with dead people. Number 3, Der Tazet King. Also known as The Death King by George Buttgreat. And 7 stories on death and suicide, each taking place on a different day of the week, inframed by the decomposition of a human body. So yeah, there you go. It's pretty disturbing, got some really disturbing images in it, and when you watch it, it just gives you an unsettling feeling. So if you're into unsettling feelings, watch Der Tazet King. Der Tazet Des King, sorry. Number 2, we have the Aftermath segment of Aftermath Genesis. So Aftermath, a woman dies tragically in an automobile accident, but the true horror awaits her after death. What happens to the body after the spirit has moved on and the corpse is at the mercy of those who manhandle the dead? What manner of creature is it that tears our bodies apart only to put them back together again? Whether we like it or not, we are all at the mercy of the coroner's knife, and the abuse and indignities we suffer are strictly up to him. So it's basically, chick dies, she's at the mortuary, and the mortician basically does things to her body that shouldn't be done. So the Aftermath segment of the movie Aftermath Genesis. Genesis segment, not so great. Aftermath segment, very disturbing. So that's number 2, and that is from 1994. And the number 1 most disturbing film on my list has got to be a Serbian film. This film was shot in 2010. Basically, it has very disturbing things in this movie. They're porn actors. They get hired to do a shoot. It's not what they think. They get drugged. They have sex with minors. He has sex with his own son. Yada, yada, yada. A Serbian film. Most disturbing movie on my list. So thank you for tagging me, Wine and Horror, Melissa and Jason. And I hope you like this list of my 10 most disturbing movies. And that's all my time. Thanks so much for yours. Everybody have a great day. Peace!